Yesterday, on September 21st, 2020, was one of silver's biggest sell-offs ever. And the official story is that the passing of Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg caused chaos in the markets because there's a big political chaos with everything going on with the Democrats threatening to all these nuclear options and so forth, and quote causing chaos and so forth. And with this quote chaos, you have people from both the right and the left for a while saying there's going to be a civil war. So we had this huge, massive rally. But consider this. What is the real glue in the United States? It's the dollar. The dollar is the real glue. The dollar is what the world wants. When the dollar rallies so much, does the Wall Street, the smart money, the big money, and the rest of the world think the U.S. is going to have a civil war if the dollar rallies so much? I don't think so. I think that we're being fed chaos, and we're being encouraged to turn on ourselves with the right and the left in this election cycle. But the dollar rallying so much tells me the reality it is there's no civil war. It's a few loud people on social media screaming, whereas the regular person on the street does not want a civil war. Because if there was going to be a civil war in America, I think the capital flows would be leaving the country and the dollar would be tanking and gold and silver would be rallying massive. That's what I think. So speaking of the dollar rallying massively and silver tanking, a lot of the silver, when you see silver go like this, it isn't because people are buying bullion, because there's only so much bullion available. Because most silver is not in bullion form like this, right? It's not. This is most silver is not in this form. So when the silver price rallies, it isn't because you're seeing this with its premiums. What you're seeing is things on Wall Street. There are a lot of professional amateur traders who are hitting silver and it's all its derivatives heavily. Like if you watch YouTube channels with traders, like there's this one guy hit the bid who, when silver rallies, he pours silver coins on him and does these theatrics because he's hitting silver hard. He's putting a lot of money into silver with leverage. Not him, but a whole army of amateurs and professionals. And when silver tanks, they sell their silver and they pile the shorts on. It's not just JP Morgan. It's every amateur with a computer sitting at home smashing silver on the way down and on the way up. In fact, I think that if there were no silver derivatives, the price of silver would have moved like this and like this and like this. And it's this that's caused by these Wall Street derivatives, which means it's manipulated up. When you see silver, when we saw silver at 49, that was an up manipulation of traders piling in, going long. And then when it crashed, it's the traders leaving their short positions and selling to drive the thing down. So this silver, this is a toy for Wall Street, basically, that they're kind of hitting us with if you own this stuff. So, and finally, I want to kind of go back to the chaos and so forth. I saw a really good video between Ben Shapiro, who, if you don't know, is one of the most popular conservative bloggers right now, like in the country. He's got like more views than like all the mainstream media pundits put together right now. He's getting massive views, right? He goes on Joe Rogan, it gets 18 million views. Contrast that to like that show Big Brother, which got 3 million views during prime time. So like TV and regular media is dying. I think one reason why these woke people are going crazy is because the liberal mainstream media, this woke, not liberal, because the old-time liberals who believe in freedom of speech, I get along with really well. I mean, the old-time liberals who say you have the right to say what you want, those are the kind of liberals I like. The new woke liberals who want to ban everything, those are the ones I'm talking about right now. Okay, so basically, what happens is they're going out of business, so they're, quote, canceling things, right? These are dying TV shows. Like people are going on YouTube and watching stuff en masse, right? They're going on alternative media. So going back to Ben Shapiro, he had an interview with Matthew Iglesias, probably saying his name wrong, who's one of like the top people at Vox, which is a top progressive blog. So you have Ben Shapiro and Matthew Iglesias, who are on the opposite end of the spectrum, having a very civil discussion about politics. And they're both saying, yeah, you know what? If we decided to say things that were calm and boring, people wouldn't listen to us. So, especially the guy, Matt Iglesias, he says, you know what? If we said that the election is going to happen and nothing big is going to happen, that wouldn't really get a lot of views. But if you say there's going to be a civil war after the election, boy, the views really pile on. And their business model is based upon views. So what are they going to do? Let's pick the point of view that gets us the most views. Yeah. So I just want to say that was a very enlightening discussion. And I think the world believes there's no civil war because that dollar is rallying like mad. So that's my viewpoint. Thanks, everyone, and be well.